This is absolutely unbelievable.
I know. Rick was able to track down the father. He made the deal with him, and then Sally steps into the picture, and everything falls apart.
I can't even believe you. Why you would let Rick even do this?
Well, he didn't exactly ask my permission, honey. He decided he was going to be big man on campus and handle the whole thing by himself. It seemed to be fine until this SOB Sharp decided to raise the price.
So he just pays it? He hands $100,000 over to a complete stranger?
Well, he had to. Sharp wouldn't even consider giving up parental rights until Rick gave him everything he wanted.
What the hell is Rick thinking about? I mean, why would he bring this guy back into Eric's life in the first place?
He wanted to stop Amber from marrying CJ.
Well, he certainly accomplished that, didn't he?
Yes. But for how long? I mean, now that Sally is talking to the father, who knows how the hell this thing is going to end up? Here we are, we're caught in a bidding war for a baby. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable.
They obviously want him as much as Rick does.
No, this isn't about the child. This is about some silly competition that Sally has in her head between us. Only she's determined to win.
No matter the cost, huh?
They're not really thinking about the consequences to the baby. Sally and CJ are determined to win no matter who it hurts. Speaking of people who hurt people, what's Morgan doing?
It was amazing, Clarke. The way Ridge and I related. I mean, you said it couldn't happen, but it did.
But you were in a supply closet together, locked in. It's not like he could avoid you.
No, we did more than talk. We made a pact that no matter how he feels about me or anything I've ever done, it won't change the way he feels about my child. He admitted it, Clarke. He has feelings for my son.
Oh, there you are, Darla. Thank goodness. I've been looking all over for you.
Sal, I've been here all morning. Where have you been?
I had a meeting, you know.
I know, and you missed it. The guys in accounting are going nuts.
All right, tell them to
the
relax.
projections for the new line, they're already knowing who we were.
Forget it. They all have to be redone anyway.
Why?
Because I have come up with a whole new marketing strategy. Everything new. I'm telling you, Darla, it came to me in a flash. I couldn't sleep last night. You know, I was worried about CJ and the baby and about what the Forresters tried to do to us. And I was driving myself crazy. And finally, it dawned on me. I said, hey, what's the best thing I can do? Make sure this company makes a lot of money so we can prevent them from ever doing it again. So I decided to concentrate on the new line. It's good, you know, it really is. It's radical, it's chic, innovative. The only thing is, I couldn't come up with an idea of how to sell it. Driving myself nuts, and all of a sudden it came to me in a flash. I tell you, it was a brainstorm, Darla, and it's going to be brilliant. It is brilliant, it is sexy, it is daring, and it's here. I'm telling you, Darla, you are not going to believe your eyes. This is the new star of our new collection. Ta-da! Oh.
Now that's a snake.
Oh, honey, that is not only a snake, that is the queen of snakes. She does resemble Stephanie Forrester, doesn't she? I mean, if Stephanie were a python, that is.
Oh, Sal, you are so bad. She's huge.
Well, you know, Darla, the bigger the snake, the bigger the sails.
Sal, you know something? Not everybody likes snakes.
Maybe not, but they are fascinated by them, and that means that this beauty is going to be fascinating them all for our faux python prints, for our faux reptilian leather accessories. I'm telling you, she is going to be the center of the ad campaign. What could be better than this sexy beast?
Snake ain't bad either.
Darla, these guys are not models. They are snake wranglers, okay?
They're snake what?
Wranglers. trainers, you know?
Oh, yeah, right. Well, like in the movies.
Yeah. See, Patsy's done some films and a few TV spots, but this is her first fashion show.
So Patsy isn't dangerous.
No, not if she's handled properly.
Does she bite?
She can. But, you know, it's her hug that you gotta watch out for.
Her hug?
See, in the wild, pythons subdue their prey by squeezing it.
Uh-huh.
And they're not aggressive. I mean, only when they're hungry.
I see. Well, then, we are going to have to make sure that she is extremely well fed while she's with us for the next few days.
Oh, so Sweetie's gonna be around for a couple of days, huh?
Well, of course she is, honey. She is the center of the whole ad campaign. I'm telling you, she is brilliant. I have already contacted the media. I have contacted the magazines, the photographers, the set designers. I'm in touch with all of the television ad people. I'm telling you, she is going to become the sensation on the international fashion scene. You know what she's going to do for us? This beauty is going to put Spectra right back in the center spotlight on the whole fashion scene once again. I'm telling you, this baby is going to make us the talk of the town.
So, Ridge has feelings for your child.
Our child.
Of course. Of course. You know, last week, Ridge wanted nothing to do with the kid, but now he's prepared to be the proud papa?
Yeah, I knew he'd come around.
You think that's what's really happening here?
Yes, Clarke, I do. I mean, you weren't there. You didn't hear what he said to me. He really cares about this child.
How about Taylor? How about Thomas and the twins?
He cares about them, too.
So you're all going to be one big happy family together?
What, you think I made this up?
No. No, of course not. I know that you and Rich talked about the baby, but the fact is, nothing has really changed.
But it could.
How could it? Rich loves Taylor. He doesn't want to lose her. He views you and the baby as a threat.
You're not hearing what I'm telling you. Ridge is not threatened by us. He has no reason to be. Taylor is never going to find out about the fact that he's the father of this baby. No one is.
How is this going to work, huh? Are you going to have Ridge sneak over to your house on the weekends? Is he going to ditch work so that he can attend a parent-teacher conference or a father-son picnic? How exactly is this secret relationship going to work?
I don't know, Clarke. But I'm perfectly happy having half his attention rather than none at all.
You're not going to get half of his attention. You're not going to get a quarter of his attention. You'll be lucky to see him one day a month. And what are you going to do in the meantime, huh? While you're waiting for him at home, while he's with his family, looking at the phone, praying that it will ring? Is that the life you really want?
No. And that's not going to happen because Ridge would never treat me that way.
No, he's been a real pillar of support since the beginning.
You know what? You just can't stand to be wrong, can you?
No, you know what I can't stand, Morgan? I can't stand a jerk like Ridge walking all over a beautiful, talented, intelligent woman like you.
Morgan's fine. She and the baby are doing well.
So you've been talking to her.
Yeah.
You think that's a good idea?
To tell you the truth, Mother, Morgan isn't my concern right now. Clarke Garrison is.
Why are you worried about Clarke?
Let's just say he's been on my mind lately.
Why?
Because he and Morgan are close.
I know. I thought he was the father at first.
I think he's beginning to wish he was.
What do you mean by that?
Garrison came to see me the other day. At first, I didn't think much of it. The way he was talking about Morgan, their relationship, I thought he was just blowing hot air. Bragging about how much she's depending on him, how much he cares for her. Then he brought up the baby. He kept going on and on about how great a role model he's going to be. That he's going to be the one to see the baby take his first steps, to say his first word.
This bothers you.
Yeah, Mother, it does, because Clarke Garrison isn't exactly a candidate for Father of the Year, if you know what I mean.
This shouldn't be your concern, though.
Well, it is. I got the distinct feeling he was just taunting me.
He knows?
I can't be sure yet. But if he does, if Clarke Garrison knows that I'm the father, it's gonna get out there. The guy hates me. He doesn't give a damn what happens to my family. And he'd like nothing better than to bring me down, and unfortunately, he can now. If Morgan told him the truth, Clarke Garrison could destroy everything that matters to me.
Ah, there's the man I was dying to see. I'm sorry, did I interrupt something?
Come on, Morgan. You don't honestly believe that Ridge is going to be a father to your child.
He is the father.
Biologically, yes. But emotionally, physically, is he going to be there at birthdays or Christmas or Little League games?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't discussed that.
Then what are you so excited about?
I'm excited because he doesn't hate me anymore. I mean, that may seem trivial to you, Clarke, but it means the world to me. It means that maybe there's a chance that he would accept this child.
Maybe that's what he wants you to think.
Excuse me?
That didn't occur to you?
What?
That he is pacifying you. He is so desperate he will say anything to keep you quiet.
No, Clarke. No, we made a pact.
What did he promise you? That he wouldn't let your mistake affect his relationship with your child? Well, that won't affect his relationship with your child because he doesn't have a relationship with that child, and he never will, and he knows it. Morgan, he is yanking your chain.
No, Ridge will not ignore this child.
Ridge is never going to be the father that child needs, and you know it. No. You can do better. You can do a lot better for you and your son. We could find a place together.
You and me?
When I told you that I would be there for you, Morgan, I meant it. That's a promise that I intend to keep forever. So forget about Ridge. I'll give you all that you need.
I can't forget about Ridge.
I'm offering you everything.
Look, I know you are, and I really do appreciate it. I do, but...
No, don't say it.
I'm sorry.
So you're turning me down, huh? You would rather have crumbs of Ridge's attention than a real life with me.
I'm just not ready to give up on him yet.
Oh, Morgan, Ridge is not going to be there for you. Don't count on it, okay? Because he tricked you. He is stringing you along to keep you quiet. And these lies, they don't serve anyone but Ridge.
Well, the truth doesn't serve anybody.
The truth is all that you have. And the truth is that Ridge is bad for you. He's no good for you. And this damn secret, it is sucking the joy out of what should be the most amazing experience of your life. No, the truth has to come out.
What?
Well, it's going to come out sometime anyway.
What are you saying? I mean, are you saying that I should tell Taylor?
I think that's the only way that you can take charge of your life again.
No, Clarke, I can't do that.
Why? Why? Are you protecting him?
Clarke, just stop it, okay?
No, Morgan, you stop it. Stop playing the victim. It's time that you stood up and you showed Ridge what kind of woman you are.
Get out.
Pardon me.
I'm not going to hear another word of this, Clarke. I said get out of my office right now.
girl, sweetheart. I'll see you soon. Did good.
Goodbye, boys. She's a wonder.
I think it's a great idea.
Well, actually, I think it's rather a stroke of genius myself. I'm surprised I didn't think of it before.
Have you told Clarke about this?
Not yet.
Don't you think you should? You know how he feels about snakes, Al.
Well, he's just going to have to get used to it. We got a collection to sell.
Okay, but still, don't you think you should warn him? I mean, if he would have come in here with that snake,
All right. I tried to find him. I couldn't. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. But I do know where I hope he isn't.
Where?
With Morgan DeWitt.
Well, you know, Clark's always had a thing for redheads.
I don't know, Sal. This one's different.
Well, you know how difficult it is to come between Clarke and his libido.
Well, what if it's more than that? I mean, they've been spending a lot of time together.
So?
What do we really know about this woman? Okay, I know it sounds really weird. I don't know what it is, but I just get a really bad feeling about her.
Don't you ever knock.
No,
I'm busy.
not too busy for me.
I'm not in the mood.
Neither am I, to tell you the truth, but we are going to talk.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Clarke Garrison.
I'm not going to let him hurt you anymore, Morgan.
What are you doing?
That's what I came here to ask you.
Clarke, I told you not to come in this building again. Don't make me call security.
Oh, you don't want to cause a scene. You don't want that.
I want you out of my office.
And I want you to leave Morgan alone.
Excuse me?
I know what you're doing to her. What you do to every woman in your life. Manipulate their emotions. Give them a little nibble. Let them beg for more.
What the hell are you talking about?
She's in love with you. And don't act like you don't know it.
Okay, I get it. Morgan's blowing you off and you want to blame that on me?
You are leading her on.
That's what you need to believe to make yourself feel better. Go right ahead, Clarke.
Ridge, this isn't about me. This is about Morgan, an independent, intelligent woman. And she doesn't need to be waiting for some jerk to say a kind word. All right? But hey, what does it matter to you? What's another lie? Especially if it saves your butt.
I'm not lying to Morgan.
Huh?
I'm not lying to her. She knows exactly where things are between us. I'm a happily married man.
How long are you going to keep that charade up?
What?
You can't keep this secret forever. Someone's going to find out, sooner or later.
Find out what, Clarke? Why don't you just tell me what you're getting at here? What's your problem?
Don't mess with me, Ridge. Not today.
Did I do something to you, Clarke?
Yeah. Yeah, you've been treating me like garbage for years. Mr. High and Mighty. Oh, the great and powerful Ridge Forrester, prince of fashion. You know, I've been waiting half my life to get something on you. And now I've got it.
What are you talking about, Clarke?
Morgan's baby. I know who the father is. The jig is up, Rich. I own you, pal.